today, the reason I'm actually making this video is because I had a really hard time discovering what color I was in this foundation, which if you don't know what this is, it's the Born This Way foundation, the newest foundation from TooFaced. I went to the Foundation IQ website to see if I could type in my current foundations to come up with a good match, and I couldn't. There was nothing there. I guess it's too new of a product. So I ended up just going off of the color image that I've seen on Sephora.com, which is where I ultimately purchased this. The color that I chose was caramel. When it came in the mail, I was a little skeptical. I did not know if it would be too light, too dark, too much of a cool tone, too warm. So I was really anxious to get the lid off and try it. And I played around with it for just a little bit last night, but I didn't put it over my whole face. I just put it on my chin for some reason. First of all, let me go ahead and tell you, caramel for me looked like a good match. I'll also tell you that in the Makeup Forever HD foundation, I'm in 173. Bobbi Brown Longwear Even Finish foundation, I'm a golden 6. And I had one more. Oh, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation, I am a 9. So if that can help you with your Born This Way color match, good. I really hope it does, because I really needed help and there was nothing out there, so I just kind of went on instinct, and we're going to try it out to see how my instinct worked for me or how it didn't work. So I went ahead and primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm going to go in with the brush that I normally use, which is the Holy Grail, the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, flat top. Jaclyn Hill says you need it, so you need it. And I'll always start by putting a pump of the foundation on the back of my hand. Then I kind of swirl or tap my brush in. And then I get my hair in my face. I go and I start on the cheeks and kind of work my way up. I start on my jawline and kind of work my way up to the cheeks, which, number one, it's really smooth. I can't remember what all this foundation claims to do, but I know one of the things that it claims to do, that was pump 1, pump 2. One of the things that it claims to do is to actually make you look like you were born this way, hence the name. So, let's see. Also, another reason that I'm a newbie to the tubey is because I don't really see people with my skin tone. Like, I feel like my skin tone is either really unique, or people with my skin tone do not wear makeup or do not have YouTube channels. And so, actually it's blending really nicely. I didn't put any concealer on under my eyes, which, if you don't need concealer, then don't wear it, because it's going to end up making your under eyes look worse. But some days I need it, some days I don't. And this is just kind of a let's test this thing real quick kind of video. So far, I think it really blurs a lot of the imperfections on my face, which I have, like, in this area. Random breakouts. I don't know, it may be acne, I don't know. I'll put everything under the sun on this area. Well, I put it all over my face, but I focus a lot on this area, and I still get these tiny bumps that sometimes are painful, other times they're just annoying, but they're there and they get on my nerves. Can't forget to bring that foundation down to your neck. And so with, was it 2 or 3 pumps? I don't know. But it basically did the job. Actually, I'm going to go for one more, just for funsies. Sorry, my mirror's back here if you're wondering why I keep looking past the camera. Oh, I don't even know where to put it, really. Guess we'll go down here. I get these weird, well, I have these weird scars on my neck. I have no idea where they came from, and they're not going nowhere, so we always got to conceal those. But, and then, of course, my son took the plastic protectors off of my eyeglasses, my sunglasses, and so I stuck them on. Then I have like these two little bruises right here, or not bruises, I don't know, marks that we do not want to be showing. Then I'm just going to kind of go up to give my eye shadow a cleaner look. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, I think it also claims to be extremely long wearing, which, you know, I just put it on, so I'm not even going to go there. But it looks good. It looks good to me. I'll give you guys a little close-up. You can tell me what you think. You can tell me your experience with it. Now, I will say that my skin, it's so bizarre because my skin used to be dry. Like, I would have dry flakes all over my skin. I started using the Clairsonic, and now my skin is like combination to oily. I don't know, but that's a true story. So far, I'm really liking this, and while I'm doing this, since this is not the only Too Faced product that I bought, I also decided to buy the Love Flush blushes, and I Will Always Love You, and Baby Love. So while I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and try those out too, because once again, like I say, I've seen several different YouTubers review these two things, but our skin tones are completely off. So I'm going to see how it actually works on a darker golden-ish, I don't know, my color. And then you can see too, that way if you do happen to be similar to my skin color, the same color, then if it doesn't work well for me, which I mean, you know, what doesn't work well for me may work perfectly for you. Everyone's different. Everyone's opinion is going to vary. So let me just do my thing. I'm first going to go in with Baby Love, and I'm going to be using a Sephora angled blush brush. I'm going to look this way because this is where my mirror is at. And I just put it on the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend towards the temples. And it's kind of muted. It's a muted pinky peachy color. It's okay. It actually shows up a lot better. This fake smile's the best. It shows up a lot better than I expected it to. It looked really nude in the, and I think it is a nude blush. It's matte as well. There's no shimmer in this. It does seem to be a little sheen, which I don't know if that's coming from the foundation or if, let's see, I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things. That's always a possibility. So here's Baby Love. My contact is wandering. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, she has a crazy eye now. I have a crazy contact. And then I'm going over Baby Love with I Will Always Love You, which is more of a true coral color. My favorite color of blushes. I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. I went out in public like that several times, and no one ever tells you anything. So this color is showing up really nicely. I mean, But once again, I'm so drawn towards corals. Like, I might just be being partial. But I really like the way that it shows up. And see, another issue with this breakout along my cheekbones, I guess, the cheekbone area, is when I wear blush, I feel like it actually accentuates those instead of covering them up. Which, I'll be real, I did not use any concealer to conceal those, and I usually do because there's such a nuisance and they won't go away. Okay, so there's that. I hope the camera's picking it up because it looks really pretty. It looks nice. And then I'm going to go in with also something that is new. It didn't come from this Sephora purchase, but it came from the Sephora purchase before. Yes, I'm addicted to Sephora, like most of the other beauty YouTubers at least, out there. And I'm going to use this, which Becca is also a brand that I see a lot of white YouTubers using, and oh my gosh, it makes their skin look so beautiful, so glowy, you know, just everything you want in skin. And I'm like, oh, should I do that? Because I made a terrible mistake with Hourglass, which Jaclyn Hill also used. She raved about it. I was like, I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I got the wrong shade in it, but it's just not. It's okay, but I would never put up, you know, I would never hype it up, because for me it just didn't do the job. And once again, if you're my skin color, the color that I got is Mood Light. I might have should have gotten one a couple shades darker. That's what it looks like in the pan. I mean, the packaging is adorable, it's sleek, modern, you know. The color for me, it just didn't do really anything great. This bad boy's another story. This is Champagne Pop. I don't know if I already said that, by Jaclyn Hill. She created this color. I had to have it as soon as I watched her channel and seen that it was in the makings, then it was for sale, and I was like, I gotta get that. Glad I did, because this is one of the, no, this is my favorite highlighter of all times. And it's because it's so versatile. You can use it to highlight your cheekbones, as I will do. You can use it to highlight under your brow. You can use it to highlight the inner corners. You can do your Cupid's bow under your chin, down the center. It's great. It's just, hold on, just check it out. And then I'm too heavy-handed with it always, so I have to go in and kind of just rub. But look at that. I mean, it is so, it's just beautiful. Try to do it a little bit more light-handed on this side. I mean, it gives me what I wanted in the Hourglass. The light reflects it, and it just looks like you're glowing. I'm gonna go down the, if you're wondering, this is a Kat Von D Shade Light brush, which I like it okay. I just haven't, I mean, there's probably better stuff out there. I just haven't. It works. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So there we go. I mean, I really just did my eye makeup quick, just so I could give you guys a review of the TooFaced foundation, of the TooFaced powders, blushes, and also of the Becca Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it shed some light on your shade if you're not close to a Sephora, or if your Sephora doesn't carry them, because God knows my Sephora is like, it looks like someone just came in there and burglarized it every time I go in there. There's nothing there, and the people give me the same excuses. Well, people come in and buy several of the same things. I don't know what's going on in that store, but it's just, they never have anything. So I didn't even waste the gas to go to the Sephora store in my town. I just looked online because I knew they weren't going to have it in stock. So if you're like that, if you don't have access to one, and in any of these other ones, once again, I'll go over them. I'm number N173 in the Makeup Forever High Definition Foundation, number Golden 6 in the Bobbi Brown Longwear Even Finish Foundation, number 9 in the Giorgio Armani Foundation, the Liquid Luminous Silk Foundation. I had another, also the Cover FX drops G60. is golden, which that's great because I do believe I had golden undertones, and it's so hard for me to pick between neutral, cool, or warm tones, because I've had several different foundations from those same, you know, categories, and some of them worked, some of them didn't. So, but golden has never failed me. So I wish more companies would come out with golden undertones. But anyways, that's all for now. I do have a Makeup Geek shipment coming in that should be in next week. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos with more popular brands on darker skin, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so if you have any constructive criticism, I will take it and I will appreciate it. So, of course, my camera would die on the last 10 seconds of the video, but once again, I will be back next week probably to review some Makeup Geek shadows and blushes as well, and hopefully you can join me so we can take a look at what those shadows and blushes look like on my skin tone. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.